we're recording, sir. Alright everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing registering our assault weapons with the state. And we all know that it came out about a week ago or so. So I'm going to go over everything you're going to need and what you're going to see. Alright, so I'm going to overlay my screen, hopefully, with this video. Alright. Just turn on the screen record. Okay, so right off the get-go, some things you're gonna need. You are going to need your DPS 3s. Alright. If for some reason you don't have DPS 3s, you're going to have to fill out an affidavit according to SLFU. The problem is they don't really give you anything on this affidavit. So when you look at the screen right here, you can see that SLFU has opened up the AW registration portal. Here's the portal, all this good stuff. Over here, you can see that this is the affidavit. This was posted on Reddit by one of the fellow Redditors, or whatever you call them. And I'll give credit where credit is due. I don't have that paperwork in front of me right now. But you can download this link and get it signed by a notary public and go from there. Alright? Alright, so for all intents and purposes, if you form Wundum, which you'll maybe eventually get your approvals, right? So you'll have these papers. Which you have to maintain with the gun because they're SBRs now. I have physical copies, not with just the gun, in the cases, obviously in my safe, and I have electronic versions on my phone. It doesn't matter. Now originally they made it sound like if you formed one, you weren't going to have to register anything. Well, talk to SLFU and they're like, yeah, we're not doing any of that. We don't care. Register your firearms. So that's what you're going to have to do. All right. Right here, there's a bunch of links. Okay. And what it's going to take you to basically is SLFU's main page, which is right here, Special Licensing in Firearms. When you scroll down here, it says effective 9/14, SLFU has opened the online portal. All right. And then it lists all these links. I suggest you start opening them in other tabs. One of the first ones you're going to get is the instructions. So it's all right here. If you don't want to be jumping back and forth between tabs, you can print it out, such as I did, which is all right here. All right. I have not done this yet, so we're gonna do it live. I'm gonna do my best, and we're going to blur out what needs to be blurred out. Your next one is this certificate of possession of your assault weapon. This is the bottom part. Here is the top part. It is a fillable PDF. All right. So when you start to fill it out, it'll look like this. Yep, I live in the dirty den. Whatever. I know that's not my date of birth. There we go. Social security number. Home telephone number. When it comes to this, it's pretty simple, guys. It's male or female. They don't get into the weird stuff. All right. Your height, weight, driver's license number, manufacturer of the gun. So who makes it? All right, importer. If you don't have an importer, I suggest just putting NA. Serial number. When it comes to your model, all this information is located on your DPS3s. All right, just letting you know. Now, when it comes to caliber, most of our lowers are classified as multi. That's just because you can make a lot of other guns out of it. But on my DPS3s, it specifically says that it's a 5.56. So that's what I'm going to put. And then unique ID markings. I didn't see anything on my DPS3, so I'm just going to put NA. Now, when you come down here, the same information has to go. But the nice thing is, if you're typing all this out, you can copy it and then paste it. And do that for each of these. Then you're going to print it out. Right? If you don't want to do this by typing it all out, you can pretty much just print the blank one out and fill it out by hand. Once you do type all this out and you printed it, right, there's some more stuff that you have to do. First and foremost, you're going to have to put your thumbprints on here. Now, when they originally did this back in 2013, you had to have the thumbprints done in front of a notary and have it all signed off. This time around, you don't need to do that. So, getting your thumbprints on there. There's a couple of different ways of doing it. When we were testing this out at work, one of the guys used a standard ink pad. All right, this is for, you know, like a stamp. So it's very soft and squishy. It did make some sort of a mess. So what we did was, after he mushed his thumb into it, we stamped it on a piece of paper a couple of times just to clean it up, and then he did his thumbprints on this. For me, I ordered these off Amazon. These are specifically for your thumbprint or fingerprints in general. It comes in a 2-pack. Link in the description below if you need to order these. I got them in a day. They're only like $5-6. Right. The other thing you guys are going to make sure you want to have, hopefully you already have it, because all that information you filled out, you're going to need it, is your permits and your driver's license. Okay, so basically have your wallet ready. So you have all that information. Before we scan these, down here, make sure you sign them. Because if you scan these without signing them and putting the date on it, it's going to get denied. So this top block has your signature and has the date. And then the bottom one just has your signature. All right? So then you have to scan these onto your computer. Same with your DPS3s, you have to scan those, because we all have to upload those to the portal. All right, now let's go back to the computer. All right, so we've done all this, so we can close that out. Now comes this page. This is the actual sign-in page for registering your guns. So if you have an account, great. I don't think anybody has an account, so we're going to sign up now. And this is going to be 2-factor authentication. So make sure the caps lock is off. All right. So I have my phone, so I can get the email straight to my phone. All right. And I'm going to say send the verification code. I'm going to find my mail app for that account. I have a lot of apps. So I look for it. So I went past it once. All right, so I'm pulling it up, and oh, there it is. Just got the alert. I just got it. All right, so I have my code. verify the code. All right, new password. And when it comes to given name, don't put in weird stuff. Put in your name. Everybody knows my name, so I'm not going to try and hide it. Then we're going to create. I'm going to save the password. All right, so cell phone number. And we're going to send the code. So you got to get another code on your phone. All right. We're going to verify that code. All right, so now it's going to ask you for, if you don't have a current permit, eligibility certificate, blah, 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 blah. All right, pistol permit, guard card, or special licensing number. So here goes your permit number again. For me, I've got to dig it out. I'm going to blur it. Date of birth. And then, of course, you're going to have to add in your driver's license number. You really want a lot of information. All right, and you're going to tell it you're not a robot. I always hate this part. It's like, are these buses or not? So we're going to just click those to be on the safe side. And we're going to say, I'm not a robot. We're going to go next. All right, indicates field required. Got it? All right, maybe you need to put the slashes in. Just say. Let's try it. Not traffic light. That looks like a traffic light. That for sure, that for sure, and that. There we go. Now that's a, boom. There you go. My dashboard. All right, right up here has got my name, my account. You can see assault weapon certification. Joy. All right. So it looks like please click the assault weapon certification link on both sides, which is right here. Assault weapon. All right. Oh, look at this. At this time, the portal will allow you to change your address, renew your permit, or certify an assault weapon. So this looks like it's the portal for renewing your permits. We are going to register assault weapons today. Oh, look at that. That's not an assault weapon, yet it's there. Look at all of these. Huh. So, here we go. Unknown manufacturer. There's no importer, but I know right off the get-go that is one of the assault weapons. It's a Connecticut other. So we're going to apply for a new certificate. All right, so right here, upload your DPS 414C. I'm going to choose a file. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to pick that up. All right. I certify the information attached is correct. It is. So then you click save. Sorry, I was reading. All right. Now, proof of purchase. This is your DPS 3. So you're going to click that. You're going to upload the DPS 3 or the affidavit. And then you're going to click save. ensure your information is correct, application form, proof of purchase, it's all in there. All right, and then we're going to click submit. Oh, it says right there that it's completed. Now you're going to return to your dashboard, go back here, and we're going to find the other one. There seems to be a lot of things missing. So it says right here, if you're looking for a gun that's not listed below, please click here to enter your firearm information. So if for some reason you don't see your Connecticut Other on here, you're going to have to enter it in. There is a massive backlog of DPS-3s. They're sitting in envelopes. They've never opened them. Hell, when it got mailed out, they might have lost them. Who knows? But the fact that you do own it, you have to put it in there in order to get this certificate and to be compliant with the law. Now, I'm not telling you what to do about other guns that you may not or may see in that list. I'm just letting you know about the assault weapon. You're going to have to add it to the database, which is new for me. So let's enter it in. So we're going to click here, and we are basically going to incriminate ourselves that we own these firearms. All right, that's your address, type of firearm. It's going to be other, and a serial number, which is why it's important to keep your DPS-3, because you may end up having to do this, which means I'm breaking out one of my DPS-3s. And its serial number. I'm putting the cap locks on, just so we're good. Alright, so and going right off the DPS-3. Now on this, you're going to have to scroll through and find your manufacturer. These are all the manufacturers for the most part. If you don't see your manufacturer, let's see if there is one section for unknown. Right here, unknown manufacturer. Just because the manufacturer I have of this particular other is not in their database, we're just going to make it unknown. You're going to need the firearms sale authorization number. Right? Which is on the DPS-3. All right, so when it says caliber or gauge, I go from what's on my DPS-3. They're going to say 5.56, and its model is an M4. No importer, none of that. So we're going to save it. All right. So just double checking, it's all right there. So now we're going to go for our DPS 414. It's right there. Save it. Proof of purchase. DPS 3. Save it. All right, so all that information has been added. Just double checking everything. It says it's completed. I did not click that. So let's do this. Upload. You've got to check that. I verify the information is correct. I did not check that the first time, and it did not take it. Alright, so file is attached. I did check that. And now we're going to save it, which should move it into that completed column. So address is complete. Firearm information is there. That's there, that's there. And now I can click submit. And it looks like everything is submitted for those two others. So if I go back to my assault weapon overview, which is funny because they have a Henry in there, I can see there's a unknown. All right, that's my Delta level defense. And then there's another unknown right there, which is my Naugatuck rifle. Tom, you're an amazing guy. It's an amazing firearm. I appreciate it. All right, so application temp number is there. And then there's another one right up here. So 73153 and 73155. Pending review. Pending review. Date received is today. Eventually your certificate number is going to go right there. Issuance date, so on and so forth. And on your paper copies, there's going to be a spot up here for that number and a spot right down here for that. Now, normally, this top portion was kept by the state, and then you get this lower portion. However, you're going to have the whole thing because we scanned it and electronically sent it in. So there's your portal. All right. It's going to show you all your guns. Pretty sure if they know, I mean, we all know they know what I have, but they know what you have. That's no bueno. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a searchable database. All right, so let's change my address, change my password. Not doing any of that. I did not see an area where it's going to allow me to renew my permit. Huh, that's interesting. Alrighty. Don't need that. Instructions are all right there, but I have a hard copy. And again, that's a step-by-step breakdown on everything. All right, some things to note. The last date to complete this process is going to be April 30th, 2024. So you have time, but if you're waiting for the court cases and all that before, I get it. That's fine. Don't wait till the last damn dog is hung, though, because if you wait till the very last minute to do this, you may end up having more problems. All right? If you don't do it at all, that's on you, whatever. All right? Please make sure that your address, phone numbers, email is correct. If there's a problem, they're going to want to contact you. And complete this promptly. This way there's ample time to assist you with any questions. All right? If you have any problems regarding this, questions and all that, here's the email address for you to contact. Who knows if they're going to get back to you in a timely manner. All right? Obviously, this is your dashboard. And here's the affidavit. Once more, this link will be in the description below, along with all the other links. All right? I didn't need that. There you go. That is the whole thing in a nutshell. We're going to log out. And there you go. All right? That is everything. Now, whether you agree with this or not, Same with doing the Form 1s. I know a lot of people did not comply. Hey, that's on you. I don't care, right? I think out of the estimated 30 to 40 million or whatever that existed, there was 250,000 people that actually complied. Now, I've already discussed my opinion on the compliance of the Form 1. You know how I feel about that. I was the first one. I would be the first one to get nicked if there was a problem. So that's why I complied. All right. So now you know how to do it. Log in if you want. Perjure yourself. All right. Because that's what you're basically going to do. You own a gun and you don't see it in there. You're going to just basically, violate your own Fifth Amendment by incriminating yourself, saying that I own something, which kind of like how we do taxes every year. To me, it's self-incrimination. You're violating your Fifth Amendment willingly because you're letting the government know exactly how much money you make, so they can penalize you. All right. Now, I suggest you take all of your paperwork that you've just done outside of your DPS-3s and all that, put it in an envelope or a folder such as this. You're going to want to label that folder and keep this in your safe, wherever you keep all your important paperwork, with DPS-3s, things like that. I like to keep mine separate from the guns. This way, they're never together, so on and so forth. But you do you. Whatever's going to float your boat. All right? Well, there you go. I mean, that's everything in the video today. Hope you enjoyed me basically flogging myself for the state. I hope it answers some of your questions. If not, put them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. Best way to support the channel is links below. Go buy some merch. The link below for these little things right here from Amazon is also going to be down there. If you need them, great. If not, you want to try to use a regular ink pad or whatever, God bless you. Don't make a mess. If for some reason you blow out your fingerprint, I would suggest you try it again, reprint it. Don't screw this one up. All right. If for some reason you screwed up and the state denies you, you never know. It might open up a window for them to come and just confiscate your stuff. Just because now you will have it illegally according to the state. We'll see what the courts do. CCDL is suing the crap out of Lamont and whoever else is involved in all of this. It's ongoing. They will not discuss it. So I know a lot of people complain, hey, the CCL isn't doing anything. They are doing a lot of things. They just don't discuss what they're doing because they're not going to play their hand for the other lawyers to find out what their game plan is and all that. Have your patience. Again, you're in Connecticut. You're basically behind enemy lines. It's not going to go your way. I hope to God it does. I mean, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals just overturned a magazine ban basically for California, saying, hey, it's unconstitutional for you to make it an arbitrary 10-round cap. So next step is the Supreme Court, because as we all know, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals doesn't affect Connecticut. So hopefully it goes to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will find the same way, like, hey, you can't arbitrarily just cap a standard capacity magazine from a manufacturer to only 10 rounds. It is arbitrary. All right? There's no point in doing that. It's just a feel-good law. That's all I have for you guys today. We'll talk to you guys in the next video. Have a good one.